Welcome ESL to the round of 8 in the Next Gen series as Lotus Lee is getting ready to do his first lap around. As he was your winner in the round of 16 and he won the race and locked himself into the round of 8. What can he do today? Only 4 drivers advance. As he goes around his first lap. And it's Travis Arthur. He has your fastest time, 31.208. Will this time hold as he goes around 4? It crosses the line. And it's Tyler Commander on top of the leaderboard, 31.133. In second, Berto Demora. Third, Jaden Swift. Fourth, Travis Arthur. Fifth, Tyler Grimm. Sixth, Peyton Hill. Seventh, Odeon Muldoon. Eighth, Chris Andrews. Ninth, Merle McGuire. And rounding out your top 10 is Andrew Green. I'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the race. And we are back and getting ready for the round of 8 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we take a look at your playoff drivers in the round of 8, as Stefan Forge has the most points heading into this race. Aaron Kozak in second. Lotus Lee in third. Doug Britton fourth. Justin Veside fifth. Bill Cherry sixth. Axel Raven and William Thompson. Little error in that graphic. Doug Britton currently in 30th, has his work cut out for him. William Thompson in 25th, Bill Cherry 13, Axel Raven 18, Aaron Kozak 19, Lotus Lee in 11th. And the pace car comes off the track. And here we go, the round of 8 at Charlotte. Green flag waves and we are underway. Tyler Commander quickly gets ahead of Berto Demora. You see Travis Arthur way up on the high side. He almost made it 3 wide. You don't want to be 3 wide going into that turn. As it's early on and drivers are going to have to work their way through. As we go a little further back and check out where Doug Britton is. It's currently in 23rd. Aaron Kozak right next to him in the inside. Justin Reside currently 33rd. There's so much traffic at this part of the field though. End of stage 1 is lap 36. Tyler Commander still in control with Demora in second, Swift in third, and Travis Arthur in fourth. Merle McGuire in 8th. Andrew Green in 9th. Doug Britton continues to climb through the field up to 15th. He's looking to pass his teammate of Axel Raven for 14th. We'll see what drivers start to fade as the deeper we get into the run. But right now, Doug Britton is a man on a mission, up 15 positions. Showing a lot of speed early. Travis Arthur in third. Swift goes to the outside. Well, he cannot find no momentum to make the pass there. Axel Raven on the move. Trying to get by Fangio. This is for 13. And he moves up. There's Odeon in the top 10. Right behind him is Andrew Green. Axel Raven trying to hold on to 13. Juan Fangio is all over his bumper trying to find an opening. As they almost touched there coming out of turn 2. You can see cars are starting to get a little loose here as these tires continue to wear. There's Bill Cherry down 7 spots, currently in 20th. He is going the opposite way. The same with Justin Reeside in 31st. Eric Kozak in 34th. And Lotus Lee, he is a last, dead last. Just not where Lotus Lee wants to be right now. But these drivers are definitely struggling early on. It doesn't help. They are in dirty air. And there's a lot of traffic. It's extremely difficult. The track is pretty warm. 115 degrees, 9 mile an hour winds. As Tyler Commander continues to control this race. In second is Berto Demora and Dennis Travis Arthur in third, but there's Arthur in the inside. He's trying to take second away from Demora. There's Odeon and Andrew Green. This is a battle for 10th. Axel Raven, he might try to split them. He wants to get into the top 10. Stage points are key right now, especially with those a few drivers that are in the back of the field. So he can capitalize if he's smart about it and gets into the top 10. Oh, and there's the 26. He hits the wall. Will this bring out the caution here? It's going to slow a ton of cars. The caution still has not come out. The 99 is there. Lotus Lee gets by. Now the 99 is behind the 26. And the caution did not come out, which is surprising. But the 99 of Eric Kozak got held up. So now he has to try to at least stay on the lead lap. Because Tyler Commander is not too far behind. Kozak does not want to go a lap down here in the first stage. I mean, he would be the lucky dog. But still, you just do not want to go a lap down regardless. 26 finally made it onto pit road. There's Bill Cherry in 17th. Stefan Forge in 23rd. He is also not to a great start. Lotus Lee lucked out. He was able to sneak through that whole chaos there when the 26 hit the wall. And he is up to 27th. And now Justin Reeside, a playoff driver, is on pit road. You can see he has some damage on the right side of that car. So he hit the wall as well. He maybe got caught up in that last incident. It looks like when everyone got caught up here, not sure who else was part of it, but Reeside definitely got caught up somehow. He made contact with someone. So he needs to get that car in and out of pit road. But there's quite a bit of damage on that car, so it might be there for a little while. And his playoff hopes of advancing to the championship round are probably over. Unless something else happens with these other drivers. And that is a tough pill to swallow for this to happen when you're oh so close to advancing to the next round. All you had to do was get a quality finish. But that's just how it goes sometimes in racing. You just don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes it's not even your fault. And let's take a look at where your playoff drivers are currently at. So Stefan Forge currently in 22nd. Aaron Kozak in 34th. Lotus Lee in 26. Doug Britton in 15th. Justin Reeside, 36 on pit road. Bill Cherry, currently 18th. Axel Raven, currently in 12th, having a decent run. That's what he has to do. William Thompson in 24th. And those are your round of 8 drivers. As we still have 11 more laps to go to the end of stage 1. Playoff racing is always crazy in the Next Gen Series. So many things happen. There's so many scenarios that play out. That is why it's so difficult to win a championship in this series. Your current top 10, Tyler Commander first. Travis Arthur in second. Roberto Demora third. Chris Andrews in fourth. Jaden Swift in fifth. Tyler Grims in sixth. Burrow McGuire having a solid run today. Was not having some great luck the last few races, but he's Seems like he is back on track today, currently 7th. Tanner Parton in 8th. Kyle Storm also having a good run in the top 10, currently 9th. And Peyton Hill rounds out your top 10. And Reside is back on the track, which is good news. But he is currently 36. He needs to catch a few breaks. It looks like they repaired most of the damage on that car, but it still might not have a ton of speed. He is 6 laps down. And there's William Thompson in 23rd. Behind him is Lotus Lee in 24th. Axel Raven currently in 12th. Out of all the playoffs drivers, he is the highest one in the field, currently 12th. Then it's Doug Britton in 14th. There's Kozak in 33rd. He got held up earlier. There was a wreck in front of him, and he had nowhere to go. And a ton of cars passed him by. But he is still on the lead lap, and that's all he needs to worry about right now. Tyler Commander in control. There'll be 3 laps to go for the end of stage 1. As he comes out of turn 4, it's going to be 2 laps to go. Can Commander lap some cars here? Zach Hordorf will be the first car he laps if he can get by him. As we got 1 lap to go. The end, and it'll be the end of stage 1. Now is he behind Brogan? He can't get by Brogan or Hordorf here. But Tyler Commander wins stage 1. And it was definitely an eventful stage 1, that is for sure. Now what will drivers decide here? I mean, pit crew chiefs, what will they decide here? Do they come in now, or do they stay out? You're looking at about 50 laps in fuel, give or take. Maybe 55. All depends how much fuel some of these drivers saved here. As you see, Eric Kozak ahead of Tyler Commander. Lucky for him, he did not get lapped. Does anyone head onto pit road here? And Tyler Commander's gonna head onto pit road, and everyone seems to be following. And Axel Raven stays out on the track with Kyle Storm. And it's going to be a race off of pit road. Rocco Stallone also stayed out, so 3 cars decided to stay out. We'll see if this hurts these drivers or helps them. But Kyle Storm currently is your leader. Axel Raven in second, Rocco in third. As Justin Reeside goes back onto pit road, get some more repairs, the same as the 26. Just want to say hi to Ashley Jackson. Welcome into the chat. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well with you and the family. We'll see how long that 81 and that 047 can stay up front here on these worn tires. It's going to get interesting. Kyle Storm has nothing to lose, as well as Rocco Stallone. Axel Raven, maybe they're taking a gamble here. Sometimes the gambles pay off, sometimes they don't. We should get the one to go this time. Eric Kozak in 33rd. Lotus Lee 28th. Bill Cherry in 20th. Stefan Ford 17th. Doug Britton 12th. Axel Raven currently in second. And we get the one to go. How will this restart play out? We have 3 drivers in the front that are on worn tires. So it could get very chaotic if they cannot keep up with these drivers with fresh tires. I don't think there's any way these top three can make it to the end of stage two, which is lap 77. That's still a ways off. They'll save some fuel here, but I doubt they can stretch it that far. As we getting ready to start stage two. Green flag waves and we are underway. Axel Raven on the outside. Can he make it work? And so far he has. And here comes Tyler Commander. He's on those fresh tires. Tyler Commander, last season's champion, even though he didn't make the playoffs, he has a very fast car. And you can never count that 019 out. Axel Raven doing a great job. Stayed up front. But for how long can he maintain that type of speed? And there goes the 019, just flies right by him. And now he's going to start losing quite a few positions here, because he cannot keep up with the drivers that are on these fresh tires. There's Doug Britton on the outside. They're 3 wide as they're going to cross the line here. Doug needs to be very careful. There's all these drivers trying to fight for position. There's Lotus Lee, currently in 19th. Aaron Kozak in 27, picked up a few spots already. In front of him is William Thompson. There's really not much room back there to try to make a pass right now. Merrill McGuire is currently in 6th, trying to get by Stallone. Axel Raven has fallen pretty far back, down to 13th. So staying out right now was not the best decision, but we'll see how this plays out. Still plenty of race to go. And there's Kozak up to 19th. He is very aggressive right now, trying to slowly work his way through the field. Him and Thompson. Kozak makes it 3 wide. The 99 knows he needs to make up a ton of ground here, so he's going to do whatever it takes. As he moves up to 17th, and this is what he has to do, and he's going to get by Raven. This is some great driving by the 99. He is your regular season champion. We know what type of speed he has. Look at him just zooming by all these drivers. Up to 13th just like that in a snap of a finger. up to 12th. As you see him get loose, he is driving the wheels off that car. Up to 11th. Right in front of him is Stefan Forge. And these playoff drivers now know it's go time. Even though it's still not even halfway through, you have to make moves. There goes Stefan Forge, currently in the top 10. Kozak still trying to gain a few more spots. He was just in 33rd place. You can see him drifting off turn 4. He's going to leave it all out on the track today. There's Bill Cherry in 23rd. Lourdes Lee, he has climbed up to 19, looking to grab another spot, up to 18. These playoff drivers are starting to feel the pressure. They know they have to try to gain as many positions as they can. As we go to your leader, Tyler Commander, still in control. He is looking to get his second win of the season. It has been a wild, definitely a wild race. Well, let's look at where your playoff drivers currently are at. Stefan Forge, he is your points leader in the playoffs, currently in 8th. Aaron Kozak second in the points, currently in 16th. He's lost a few positions. That is probably because the tire wear started to come into play here, and he worked very hard to work his way up the field. But he is currently running 16th and second in points. Lourdes Lee 19th, third in the points. Doug Britton in 8th, fourth in the points. Justin Reeside, 36, fifth in the points. Bill Cherry, 22nd, sixth in points. And your last two, the 7th and 8th drivers. This Axel Raven currently 29th because he hasn't gone to pit yet. And William Thompson currently 15th. And we still have 20 laps to go in this stage. Make that 19. Doug Britton up to 9th. These stage points are huge if he could hold on here. There goes Peyton Hill in the inside. And the caution is out. And let's try to see what or who. And Stefan Forge, a playoffs driver, gets wrecked and hits the wall. Man, oh man. It looks like they touched. I'm going to rewind this a little bit further back here. Not sure if that's actually they don't touch. They touch right here, and they're both loose coming off that turn, and that's all it takes. And that 96 just loses control. He's trying to save it, but then the 101 has nowhere to go. Ace Blade, and just hits him, and that could be it for the 96. That is unfortunate for Stefan Forge. Hits that wall very hard. You see the flaps come up. And the 99 and William Thompson almost got into them. And everyone's on pit road. Pit road is very busy. Dougie Zoom, he didn't come onto pit road. He decided to stay out. This actually helps Axel Raven because he would have just kept sliding back and he would have had to pit under green. Probably would have lost a lap. I don't think the 10 and the 99 got any damage because they're in and out of pit road. They would have stayed on pit road if they had some serious damage. Man, oh man, it has been crazy here at Charlotte. And we're just about halfway through this race. Stefan Forge is out of pit road. Let's see how much damage does he have. And he is currently in 10th. Let's take a look at the number 10. He looks fine. The 99, he looks fine. So it doesn't look like anything happened. So Stefan Ford spins out and still is in 10th, goes on to pit road. It must have been not a lot of damage for that 96, but he is out there. I mean, this race just has been wild. I surely thought his day was done, but that damage maybe wasn't as bad as initially. It's a little tough to see when the paint schemes are white of how much damage they actually have. But that car looks pretty fine. Looking from both angles. It's not much damage there. What helped him is he got hit on the side by the 101. He didn't get hit in the front. Anytime you have that front damage, it's pretty rough. Dougie Zoom is your leader, but he has not come onto pit road. And we get the 1 to go. And we still have to end this stage. This is only the second stage. And this is why I love playoff racing. It is just intense. Everyone is on pins and needles. So much can happen. There's so many good drivers. Regardless if they're not in the playoffs, they're here to compete. Perfect example is Tyler Commander. He would love to get another win and play spoiler once again. He just caught a few bad breaks during the regular season. Couldn't get in the playoffs. But that 019 is dangerous. And don't count out that 33 of Merrill McGuire. We know what that car can do as well. As we get ready to restart stage 2, the pace car heads on to pit road. And the green flag drops and we're underway. What will Dougie Zoom do here? And he quickly gets passed by the 019. But that 54 might cause problems here. He decided to stay out. And it looks like someone hit the wall back there. Not sure who that was. Now everyone's going to have to fight for position here. There's Aaron Kozak in 21st. William Thompson in 17th. Lotus Lee in 25th. Doug Britton in 14th. Bill Cherry in 19th. All these drivers, all these playoff drivers are so close to each other. Axel Raven in 32nd. And Tyler Commander is gone. Over a 2-second lead already. But it doesn't help that the 54 seems to be slowing down a few drivers here. So they're trying to get by him as fast as they can. But right now, there's no playoff drivers in the top 10. As those cautions have definitely shaken things up. There's William Thompson and Doug Britton. Lotus Lee, Aaron Kozak side by side. Kozak was looking to make it 3 wide. He's just trying to find an opening wherever he can find it. He is very fast. On fresh tires, he's extremely fast. There's Dougie Zoom. Everyone trying to fight to get by him. There's Doug Britton in 14th. Right behind him, Aaron Kozak. William Thompson is there. Bill Cherry. All these playoff drivers are so close to each other. Every spot counts. You just don't want these playoff drivers to get too far ahead of you. Lotus Lee trying to find a lane where he can make some passes here. As well as Doug Britton, as he tries to crisscross that number 10. As we got 6 laps to go to the end of stage 2. That 84 got very loose going around the turn. William Thompson trying to get by Zoom here. Moves up to 12th. And someone just slammed into the wall. I think that could have been the number 1 of Nolan Pierce. But he stays out on the track. As they are 3 wide right here. Lotus Lee's right behind him. He does not want to see this right now. And the 47 almost loses it coming out of exit. And that was Trunnion. As we check on your leader, he is still in control. 3 laps to go to the end of stage 2. He is so far ahead. 6.5 seconds. And he has the fastest lap in the race. The track temp is holding steady at 115. There is Stefan Forge. He is currently in 6th. He's up 4 spots since the start of the stage. At one point, we thought his day was over. Even though he wrecked, he didn't lose a lap. Caution came out. He came out to pit road, had a good pit stop. As Commander goes around the final 2 turns. As Tyler Commander wins stage 2. Man, oh man. It all comes down to this final stage. But Tyler Commander has been driving, racing the wheels off that car. He's just been very, very fast throughout this race. As Tyler Commander heads on to pit road. Will there be any other takers here? And it looked like a few cars decided to stay out, which is very interesting. Not everyone headed on to pit road here. The Tyler Commander, Lotus Lee, Bill Cherry's on pit road. Stefan Force decided to stay out here. And here comes the 019, peels off of pit road. Lotus Lees comes off. Aaron Kozak, Axel Raven. Looks like the rest of the playoff drivers pitted. Except for Stefan Forge. You can still see he has some visible damage on the left side. That's where Ace Blade hit him. But I don't know if this decision is a smart one. I mean, 59 laps was the last time he pitted. Man, it's going to be close on fuel for that 96. If he can't make it on fuel, that could be disastrous for Forge in this last stage. So it's something we're going to have to keep our eye out on. But the top 13 did not pit, including William Thompson. So I think the crew chiefs did the math and said, hey, with these caution laps, I think we could save fuel and make it to the end. I mean, they are on tires that are 20 laps older than the drivers that just pitted. So I don't know how good this strategy is going to play out here unless we get another caution. That would definitely change things around. Because then they could come in and get fresh tires and the rest of the field's going to be older tires. So it might get very interesting here in this third stage. But that's it. It's go time now for these 8 playoff drivers. Currently, Jaden Swift is your leader, followed by Merle McGuire. We saw earlier drivers that didn't pit, like Axel Raven, after that first stage, he fell off in that second on those worn tires. So will we see the same in this second stage? And now there's cloud cover over the track, and the track has cooled down to 108. So that might help some drivers here. It's going to create a little more grip. But it has been a great day of racing. So many things has happened. Pace car comes off the track. Green flag comes out, and here we go, stage 3. Merle McGuire takes the lead from Jaden. There's William Thompson. He's on those older tires. There's Doug Britton. He's going to try to make some moves here on this restart. Lotus Lee is right behind him. All these drivers have pitted and are on fresh tires. Lotus Lee goes to the inside. He almost makes contact. Almost made contact there with the 006. But Lotus Lee moves up to 14th. A lot of traffic ahead of these playoff drivers. Eric Kozak in 27th. Axel Ravens back there as well in 31st. Jaden Swift is still in the lead. He took the lead back away from Merle McGuire. Tyler Grims is in second. Merle's down to fourth. Stefan Forge is in fifth. If there's no... Oh, as soon as I say this, the caution comes out. And there's a crazy pile up here. There is a crazy pile up here. Are there any playoff drivers in there? And there is not. Let's see what happened here. Crazy pile up. It looks like it happens a little further ahead. Trying to see what driver is that. The 405 is in there. Not sure if the one started this whole thing or what. So the one gets into the 405. That's what happens. Travis Arthur, they collide, and that starts the chain reaction here. Arthur almost saves it. I don't know how William Thompson even gets by that. The 84 barely gets by that. And the 405 just collects everyone. And he clips the 125 of Lotus Lee. He definitely clipped Lotus Lee. Let's ride on board Lotus Lee. Oh, and he did collect the 405. So Lotus Lee now has damage on his to the front of that car. He definitely hit that 405. He had nowhere to go. What a massive wreck there. Everyone got caught up. A lot of drivers pitted. Tyler Commander pitted. No, actually, he didn't pit. Everyone else that didn't pit earlier now pitted. But Tyler Commander is still in the lead. Yes, Eric Kozak did survive. Eric Kozak is in 13th. If he could finish here, he's definitely getting through to the next round. This race has been crazy. Axel Raven still on pit road. He's been on there for a long time, and he has some damage to the right front of that car. He's been on pit road for a while. Tyler Commander still in control. A lot of drivers are in the garage. Nolan Pierce, Brogan, Randy Pierce, Zach Holdorf, Rocco Stallone, Justin Reside. We still have about 30 laps to go in this one. Man, oh man. Bill Cherry's in 6th. Lotus Lee's in 5th. Doug Britton's in 3rd. A lot of playoff drivers had that caution helped a lot of these playoff drivers advance because there was a ton of cars that had not pitted yet. So that helped them gain a ton of spots during this caution. Aaron Kozak 13th. William Thompson is in 25th. He caught a bad break. He had to go onto pit road anyways. I mean, the difference on tires now is the people that stayed out have about 9 laps on their tires. So how big of a difference will that make? Probably not too much. But we still have about 30 laps to go. And we get the 1 to go signal. And when will we get another caution? Right now, Axel Raven is still on pit road, so his chances of advancing are over. Justin Reeside is over. So those two guys, you can take them out the round of 4. And unfortunately, their season, their playoff run has ended. But we'll know they'll be back. So that's going to leave 2 drivers going to be outside looking in. Will it be William Thompson? He is currently in 25th. He needs to do a ton of work in 30 laps. And the pace car comes off. And the green flag waves. And here we go once again. Tyler Commander quickly takes that lead. And Tazzy Blackwell, she hasn't pitted since lap 59, so she's on very old tires. As these drivers are trying to fight for a position right now. There's Lotus Lee currently in 4th. Behind him is Bill Cherry. Bill Cherry's in 5th, and that's where Cherry needs to be. If he wants to advance to the round of 4. He cannot make no mistakes here. And Stefan Forge has fallen so far back. Something is wrong with that 96, down to 22nd. Well, actually, he was one of the drivers that pitted. So disregard that, but he has his work cut out for him. He's going to have to gain as many spots as he can before the end of this race. Tyler Commander in control. There is Doug Britton up 28 spots. He's put together a heck of a race. And here he is in 2nd. All he has to do is not make no mistakes, and he will advance to the round of 4. Lotus Lee in 3rd, Bill Cherry 4th. So Three playoff drivers, second, third, and fourth. There will be two drivers that don't make it through. Reside ain't making it through. Raven's not making it through. Thompson might not make it. And who will be the other driver that doesn't make it through? There's Thompson in 16th. Eric Kozak in 16th. We still have quite a few laps to go. Stefan Forge in 20th. He's gained a few spots, but the pressure is on because there's three drivers in the top 10, and they're going to get stage points, so the pressure is definitely still on those drivers towards the rear of the field. Lotus Lee trying to get by that 84. As Bill Cherry has faded slightly from the third place car. Everyone should be good on fuel. There's Aaron Kozak in 14th. As they're three wide. As they come out of two. Right behind Kozak is William Thompson. And not too far behind Thompson is Stefan Forge. And Stefan Forge has a big advantage over the number 10 of Thompson as far as playoff points goes. Bill Cherry currently in fourth. Bill Cherry's the one that has the least amount of points of those other top four. He currently has 4 playoff points. So he needs to finish well to have a shot. It's going to be close if he could advance. Lotus Lee's just dominating this race. He has played spoiler in these playoffs. That is for sure. Doug Britton holds on to second. He has pulled away from Lotus Lee. Lotus Lee is in third. Behind him is Bill Cherry. Let's do a rundown of your playoff drivers one more time. Stefan Forge. He is your points leader, currently running 24th. Aaron Kozak, second in points, currently running in 11th, and that's where he wants to be. Lotus Lee, third in points, currently running third in the race. Doug Britton, fourth in points, currently running second in the race. Justin Reside, fifth in the points, currently 35th. Bill Cherry, sixth in the points, currently running In fourth, William Thompson, currently seventh in points, running 22nd. And Axel Raven, last in the points, currently running 31st. Tyler Commander on the backstretch. And there is the 84 trying to get by Sebastian. Sebastian is very slow. He's got a ton of damage on that car. That hood is popped up a little bit. A lot of front end damage on that 46. There's Aaron Kozak in 11th. Did Bill Cherry do enough to secure enough points to move to the next round? He is currently in 5th. He only had 4 points coming into this race. These other drivers that are ahead of him had like 24 points, 23, 22. So did he do enough? Lotus Lee in 3rd. William Thompson loses another spot here in 21st. As we still have 12 laps to go. None of these playoff drivers want to see a caution. That is for sure. Because a caution would shake this whole race up once again. The track has cooled down to 104 degrees. When we first started, it was 115. That has definitely helped some drivers out. And there's Lotus Lee in 3rd still. And Bill Cherry in 4th. And they're content in staying where they at. They just need to hang on for another 10 laps. And Kozak, he is down to 13th. So he's just trying to hold on to a top 15. Stefan Forge currently in 22nd. Forge needs to try to do something. Because does he have enough points to advance? Especially with Bill Cherry being in the top 5. Forge could be the odd man out here. Because Cherry is gaining stage points as well. As he is down to 23rd. 7 more laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We've had a little bit of everything today. And that's how playoff races should be. You just don't know what to expect in each round. Solid day for Britain. up 28 positions. Man, he's worked his way up, and he was a man on a mission. He wants to advance to the next round. And I think this would be his first round of 4 championship appearance. And there is Lotus Lee in third. And he is not new to this. He has won a championship before in the playoff format era in the ESL. So he is not no stranger. He is currently in third. After an off season last season, he has bounced back. And unless something bad happens, he's going to advance to the next round. Bill Cherry has lost 1 spot, down to 5th. Because there is Swift. Swift is on. Those tires are a little bit fresher than the 125. As we only have a few more laps to go. There's Kozak in 12th. William Thompson in 19th. Stefan Forge in 22nd. Managed to pick up 1 spot. Can he pick up a few more before the end of this race? He's going to have to. He's in a very tough spot right now. As he picks up 1 more spot up to 21st. Trying to pick up a few more, and there he picked up to 19th, so he's able to pick up a few more. Those are big spots he just picked up. Can he pick up a few more? As this is the last lap, and Tyler Commander's already on the backstretch. That's how big a lead he has. As he goes around the final 2 turns. And Tyler Commander wins at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And gets his 2nd win of the season. Doug Britton finishes 2nd. Lotus Lee 3rd. Bill Cherry 4th. Jadis Swift 5th. E. Weezy 6th. Tyler Grimm 7th. Ace Blade 8th. Odeon 9th. Kyle Storm, I think, rounds out your top 10. Aaron Kozak 12th. Showing William Thompson 17, Stefan Forge 18. That is not official. But Tyler Commander raised havoc in these playoffs, and he's looking to raise havoc next week, even though he is not racing for this championship, but he could still determine some of the outcome of who wins it. But next week, there is no points involved. It's whoever finishes ahead of the other 3 is your champion. So the points go out the window next week. We'll see who will be the top for that advance. Right now, I think for sure Kozak, Lee, and Britton advance. And it's going to come down to Forge and Bill Cherry for that last spot. We'll see how the math shakes out for them. But I think Kozak, Lee, and Britton are in the round of 4. I'll try to do the math after this race and put it out as soon as I can. And next week we head to Phoenix, 1 mile track. We'll be heading to the desert to race for the Season 10 championship in the Next Gen Series. So it's going to be great. Looking forward to it. Championship week in the ESL is very exciting, and we have a few series that the points are very tight for the championship. So I'm looking forward to it. But it's been a great week of racing. And like always, thank you for supporting the league and the stream. I will see you guys next time.